Doug Walker. You're watching The Crazy House, Crazy McCormick.
What up, y'all? Welcome to the Crazy House. I'm Crazy McCormick, and no, I am not an alcoholic, but I do have a vaping problem. So what's up? How's everybody doing? Dude, I had a fantastic week, especially with work. Now, I'm not gonna give you a long story or anything like that. I'm just basically gonna tell you I made bank. And I think my worst day was like I made $190, which is $10 over what I try to go after. Outside of that, it's been a fucking killer week for myself. I mean, there's been a couple of bones that have happened this week, and we'll talk about that if you haven't figured it out from the title. All right, it actually is nothing Juggalo related or anything of that nature. But might as well just get into it. But there's a couple of things that we got to fucking talk about. Let's see, I forget which picture this was. Okay, I found it. All right, so let's go ahead. We'll get into the main part of the news first because I feel like that this is possibly the most important piece of news that has ever happened in the history of ever. And that is we lost a fucking legend. All right? Chuck Norris passed away on fucking, what was it? 3 days ago? Thursday, I believe it was. Thursday the 19th. He ended up going to the hospital just due to the fact, let's see, I guess he was saying something about having some chest related or heart related issue or something like that. And then he went to sleep that night. The next morning he was perished. And it's unfortunate because there are a lot of fucking people who have just been, the earth has stood still for a lot of fucking people. Uh, Although I will say, because despite the information that you know about Chuck Norris, six-time world champion in martial arts, he was a member of the fucking United States Air Force. He was in movies like Sidekicks, and I never remember that movie that he was in, but he was in that movie with Bruce Lee. Um, Chat, you can go ahead and fucking refresh my memory of the name of the title. Uh, he was also in Expendables 2. Most popularly known as Walker, Texas Ranger. He was also in Delta Force, Lone Wolf McQuade, and a whole lot of other things. Yeah, I think he was. I think also like after his big movie run, he ended up doing a deal with Nordic Track or some other shit. Um, and in 2005, he regained notoriety by being the most legendary fucking meme factory ever. Even in death, fans of Chuck Norris are still making fucking memes of Chuck Norris facts. And I find that interesting. So, I will say this. Because of this, and I hope that somebody actually partakes in this, because throughout the show, you are not going to hear the normal clips that you will hear when you super chat. If you super chat, you will get an homage to Chuck Norris. Not by me, but from some other fucking YouTuber. Now, this is one of those ones that somebody ended up making. Chuck Norris didn't die, he went to help. Another person ended up saying that Chuck Norris didn't pass away. The Grim Reaper retired and he needed a replacement. Let's see how well this works. What up, Wes? All right, come on. Stupid fucking super chat. Is it going to work? Is it not going to work? I need answers. Okay, so it doesn't look like it's fucking working. Let me see why it's not fucking doing it. Let me see. Okay, give me a second, Swill, because you know how I am with this type of stuff. I am going to make sure that this damn thing ends up fucking doing its thing. I'm like that. But on top of that, there have been so many fucking other people who ended up saying, you know, let's try this again.
Chuck Norris.
There you go. Swell's edition with that $2 super chat saying, fuck super chats. All right, I'll like that. That's the one. Okay, so you throw me a super chat, you're going to get that every fucking time. All right, out of respect for fucking Chuck Norris. Now, another person, there's been a lot of people that have put up fucking things all over the internet, including homages to Chuck Norris, as well as asking what your favorite Chuck Norris fact is. I think the best one that I saw was actually from Magic the Gathering. Sent a blank fucking Magic the Gathering card and said, chat, go ahead and fill it in. And this is one that was popped up. Okay, so Chuck Norris, 9 Deathlands, legendary creature, human cowboy. This is actually the best one I've ever seen. When Chuck Norris comes into play, he wins the game. And then in parentheses here it says, you lose the game, your team members lose the game, your opponents lose the game, and everyone else in the room loses the game. So I'm hoping that a card like this ends up actually fucking popping up in the next edition of Magic the Gathering. Because if it does, I'm gonna start fucking playing. The Way of the Dragon. Thank you, Bazaar. This I thought was one of the most wonderful fucking things. When Chuck Norris comes into play, he wins the game. But in parentheses, it says that you lose, your team members lose, your opponents lose, and anyone else in the room loses. There was other ones that ended up fucking saying, there were other ones that ended up like having the entire list of all of the immunities. He is weak against nothing. But look at this down here too. The fucking HP level of the card, infinite. Because he can count to infinity twice. Chuck, here's another thing that somebody ended up pointing out, and I thought this was interesting. Okay, because one person ended up saying Chuck Norris actually died in 1996. It just took the Grim Reaper 30 years to muster up the courage in order to tell him. And then, ever since then, wait for it.
Chuck Norris.
Hexus with that $1.99 super chat saying for Chuck. Yeah. I mean, it is for Chuck, but the money's going to me. I'm just putting that out there. Now, like, there was another person who ended up saying, "God damn, I can't believe Chuck Norris died." And then somebody just said, "Give him a minute." But like, and also like, I did download a fuck ton of TikTok videos. We're gonna go through those, and some of them are Chuck Norris related, and we will talk about that as they pop up. Once again, it's all at random, and I have no fucking idea when they're gonna pop up. But for the meantime, rest in peace, rest in power, Chuck Norris. I kind of figured he'd actually be back by now. Yeah, I'm surprised. The third day and he didn't fucking come back. I gave him 2. All right. I mean, Jesus walked on water, but Chuck Norris can swim through land. Let's see. There was another one that ended up saying that Chuck Norris ended up when Chuck Norris died, he went to heaven and he looked at God and he said, "You did it. You're doing a good job, but I'll take it from here." On the first day, God said, "Let there be light," and Chuck Norris said, "Say please." See, there was another one. I don't know if this was something that I came up with or if it's already been done. But when playing rock paper scissors, Chuck Norris wins every time when he uses rock. So yeah, I guess all throughout the fucking thing, super chats are going to be fucking Chuck Norris related, and just at random, throw in your favorite Chuck Norris facts, even if we're not talking about Chuck Norris, because I don't know, maybe if we say his name enough times while putting our hand on a mirror, he might come back. I don't know. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about some other things. I found this out, is that Afro Man ended up having a lawsuit, I guess, like a few years ago, there was a warrant out for a search in his house, and fucking the cops, even though they had a warrant, busted down his door. Apparently, Afro Man wasn't home at the time that this happened, but his family was. Scared the shit out of his wife and kids. They ended up stealing money from him, searching through his fucking house for contraband. And one of the biggest things that he made a big deal out of was the fact that one of the cops ended up stopping into the kitchen and noticed on the table was some lemon pound cake. And he decided to indulge in himself a slice. So, because of that, Afro Man ended up actually taking footage of the event in his house and fucking made a music video called Lemon Pound Cake, making fun of the guy. He also ended up making fun of the guy with other stuff like creating a song called Please Pay for My Door. Oh, yeah. Actually, I downloaded that song, so we're going to watch that. It's called Will You Help Me Repair My Door? Here we go. I'm going to put this on this one. Will you help me repair my door down? Are you talking about like Hexus? Are you talking about Chuck Norris? Are you saying he had heart failure? I don't know what it was. All I know is that he went to the hospital. Um, he was like something about fucking chest issue, and apparently he was in good spirits. But then he went to bed, and that's when the Grim Reaper nutted up and took him, allegedly. But let's see. They said he had people held in the basement of his house. Now, that to me sounds like bullshit. But, like, he never let that fucking lemon pound cake thing go. And so, like, like you can see the cop stopped and eyeballed that lemon guy and called him a son of a bitch. And they actually tried to use that against Afro Man in court because after all of this stuff happened and Afro Man started using these videos and like using the fucking security footage and making these music videos, the cops fucking sued Afro Man. And so, like, they ended up using the music videos against Afro Man. But Afro Man ended up saying that he was exercising his right to freedom of speech and that them suing him was fucking a violation of the First Amendment. And he won. He just recently won that fucking case. Now, if I were him, I would fucking countersue. The funny thing is, like, there was actually footage that I saw where they were interrogating him in court and they were asking him, like, so, are you a son of a bitch? Because the song that he fucking has, and let me see, I think I still have Afro Man's fucking YouTube channel open. Hold on a second, let me... Yeah, so he's got a music video for Lemon Pound Cake. This one, Will You Help Me Repair My Door? Okay, and he also has another song called Randy Walters is a Son of a Bitch. And they actually fucking used that, like they used these music videos to try to use against uh Afro Man. What was their basis for being there? I think they had a warrant to search his house for contraband or some shit, you know? I guess because being Afro Man and having a song called Because I Got High means that there's a good fucking chance that there might be marijuana in his house. Like, they played the fucking song Randy Walters is a son of a bitch, and then they asked this son of a bitch if he is in fact a son of a bitch. And he's like, I wouldn't know. You can't ask because my mother's passed away. And the person who I watched this video talking about this ended up saying, he never asked about your mother. All right. For all you know, your dad might be the bitch. So, Sheriff Randy Walters, you son of a bitch. I hope Afro Man fucking countersues you. But the funny thing is, like, another thing that I saw earlier today, like, I was just scrolling through my TikTok feed. I think it was today while I was working. And there was an Afro Man thing that popped up, and he was actually, like, somebody ended up asking him, where is the, like, somebody ended up wanting to know his, like, the recipe for that lemon pound cake. You know, like, and it turns out that he's advertising, like his response to it was by advertising lemon pound cake at a specific fucking grocery store somewhere in Ohio. And he ended up saying, don't let Randy Walters know where this specific store is at this specific, in this specific city in Ohio. I don't remember what it was, because he'll try to come and buy it all. Anyway, let's watch some more of this video. It's kind of funny. He keeps eyeballing the lemon pound cake. Yep, that's what it is. Drug trafficking. That's what they're like, drug possession and drug trafficking and kidnapping. Is there 1,000 pounds of weed in my suit pockets? Like, I'm sure that they're trying to look for, like, whatever little bit of nugget of fucking weed. Like, if they could find Keef, oh, they'd fuck him. Fuck yeah. Like, dude, fucking did they use this in fucking court? Because it's like, dude, like every single one of those cops should get fired. Like every single one of them for they were scared shitless from what I understand. Look at that, like they just fucking knocked the fuck out of that door, knocked over the frame. Like they should give him back the extra $400 and also I would say like all of those cops should have their fucking badges removed until they fix that fuck. Afro Man is a genius for doing the shit that he fucking did. And I find it awesome that he won the case. And this was recent that this happened, like within the last week. Um, right around the same time that fucking Chuck Norris passed away. So, like, kudos to fucking Afro Man for that shit. No, like I think anybody would have been able to get away with it as long as they did exactly what Afro Man fucking did. Because like what Afro Man did was he spoke on what had happened and had the fucking proof to back it up. So it's not just because he's Afro Man. Yeah, but you're being a fucking negative Nancy about it, Swill. Like I said, like as long as you have that verifiable proof, you can take care of this shit. Like I know some people who have done some shit and won cases because of the fact that they had the proof to fucking be able to beat the claim. So, yeah, I think that's important. All right, so let's see if there's another thing that we got to show up. Okay, this was another thing too. I probably should have talked about this last week because it did pop up last week, but I'm talking about it now. So SON's Big Boy Birthday Bash is coming up April 11th, so we got next month. But yeah, congratulations to Afro Man, by the way. So we've got performances by Keegan Grimm, Clockwork E. Uh, I can't read that. Apollo Exodus, DJ Rascal, SON, Dead. Is that what that says? Siamese Goat Gods, Satanic Steakhouse. Not in that fucking order. And I don't know what this is. I can't read that. What is this? Tell me things. Am I gonna be there? Oh, MJ Lovecraft. Thank you. Let's see. Will I be there? I don't know. Okay. Dev Evolve. Thank you. Will I be there? I do not know. Um, Currently, I've got some stuff that I've got to fucking save up money for. Um, and I'm also trying to keep my fucking bills paid. So, oh yeah, that was one thing that did end up happening last week. Speaking of money, so I ended up having to take my car to get repairs, and the brakes, the rotors, and the two sets of wheel bearings in the back of my car, on the back wheels of my car, ended up needing replacing, and that cost like over $1,000. So I had to take the money that I had set aside to fix my fucking bumper, and now I'm $1,000 short. And yeah, so now I got to pay myself back, and on top of that, I got to fucking play catch up with all the other stuff that I've got planned. So I can't make any promises as to whether or not I actually would go there, but I would like to. Maybe it depends on the distance. But let me get back to what this is. You know what? Here, let's big boy screen that. So this event is April 11th, 2026. Doors are open at 7 p.m. BYOBB. It's going to be at the Crow's Nest in Youngstown, Ohio, 800 Marshall Street, Unit F. I would love to fucking perform. I would love to fucking come and see the performances there because I am a fan of Clockwork E. I am a fan of Siamese Goat God. I'm slowly but surely getting myself into the realm of LLE. So SON is definitely a show that I would want to see, even though I saw SON at the fucking gathering last year. Yep, I believe I talked about that last week or the week before, Keizu. Siamese Goat God and Kung Fu Vampire are going to put a show on next month at the Music Factory. I believe what is that in Battle Creek? I'm not 100%. Let's see, one other thing that I gotta fucking throw out there. So last week I ended up fucking talking about Prozac, and I got good news, and I got some other cool news. So the good news is Prozac was able to hit the fucking goal. His goal was $55,000 for his GoFundMe, and I guess as of 20 hours ago, it was at $56,000, and still possibly going. But there is another way for you to be able to help out with the cause, even if you don't go to the GoFundMe. Prozac is coming out with another movie. So, Stephen Shippey and Haunted Saginaw present A Haunting on the Saginaw River, The Grey Ghost. So this is a movie that fucking Prozac is doing. And there is a link in the description where if you offer a $100 donation, which is going to go to the cause, then you will have your name on the list of thank yous and at the end credits of this movie. So, like, I ended up getting word from Madness about that. Madness gave me a big thank you and a shout out to putting out the GoFundMe thing for Prozac. I mean, look, the way I look at it, Prozac is a legend in underground hip hop. If not in general, at least in the state of Michigan. And so when I found out that he had cancer, I was like, okay, I gotta fucking talk about it on my show. Even though my fucking audience is a little small, I do feel that it is good to put that out there. So doing this movie, I feel like that it's another good way to help out the fucking cause. Yeah, Steve Shippey, shout out to Prozac, god damn it. I don't know, I have a weird thing about fucking using Juggalo. Like, if I know somebody's got a nickname, I feel weird about using their slave name. Although, strange enough as it is, I don't really have that much of a problem when people do it to me. Nevertheless, though, $100, you'll have your name in the thank yous at the end credits of this movie. And on top of that, it also helps go towards his fucking fight. So shout out to Madness for giving me this information, and now I've put it out there. So I hope that whatever little bit I've got going on helps. That's another thing too. I can't make any promises, but I'm gonna see if whether or not I can not be stalked by my fucking daughter. What are you trying to find a book? Oh, okay. Yeah, you kind of shuffled behind me like grandma. Anyway, so I forgot what I was saying. Anyway, I feel like that this is actually a pretty good thing, helps towards the cause and all of that shit, and I totally forgot how I was going to end that because I got distracted. All right, so next thing we got to fucking talk about. Goddamn kids. All right, so next thing that we got to talk about, as we all know, uh, Insane Clown Posse has got their fair share of certifications. Well, it's now been updated. So now the Great Malenko has officially gone double platinum. And I feel like that in a way this might have happened a lot sooner if it wasn't for digital releases, to be totally honest. Yeah, fuck off. I love you. Okay. But yeah, so the Great Malenko now went double platinum. And I feel like that there's like I said, I feel like that the Great Malenko could have gone double platinum earlier if digital music didn't fucking kick in. Because the rules have changed with RIAA certification, and so now it's even harder for an album to go platinum, gold, or double platinum. I didn't actually look this up. What up, Brooklyn? Shout out to Brooklyn Menace up in the chat. Let me double check. Oh yeah, so before I get ahead of myself, so yeah, the link is in the description if you want to fucking get your name on the credits for Haunted Saginaw. All right, so let's take a look at the RIAA certification requirements. Okay, so the core certification requirements. Gold, you have to get 500,000 units for albums or singles, which you see plenty of these now have gold or platinum. Let's see, platinum is 1 million units at the minimum. Multi-platinum is 2 million units in 1 million increments. Diamond is 10 million units. So now that we've gotten the Great Malenko up to double platinum, now we have to listen to the Great Malenko in its entirety 8 million more times. Now, here's where it starts to get a little bit difficult. With album and single units in equivalent, physical and digital album sales as a whole equals 1 unit. Individual track downloads means that 10 downloaded tracks is an equivalent to 1 unit. So if you have an album that has 20 tracks on it and you download each individual track, that is a total of 2 units, I would assume, rather than downloading the album entirely. Okay, I'm trying to do something here. All right. Whoa. Stupid fucking. Anyways, let's see. On-demand audio and video streams. 1,500 streams equals 1 unit. Digital singles, 1 unit equals 1 permanent download or 100 on-demand streams. So, I'm sure that album streams in their entirety. So, yeah, basically listening to the Great Malenko 100 times on whatever fucking platform is the equivalent of 1 unit. Now, the Great Malenko now has gone double platinum. The Ringmaster is at gold. Riddle Box is at gold. Forgotten Freshness is at gold. The Amazing Jekyll Brothers is still platinum. Big Money Hustlers the movie is platinum. Shockumentary is also platinum.
Chuck Norris.
Hexus with that $4.99 super chat saying, sorry to interrupt real quick, but to build off this great ICP news, is it me or has Twisted gone totally silent since Gmo and Alazul Ulu? Well, they're not talking about them, if that's what you're asking. I think the last time I heard anything involving Twisted, they ended up trying to say that they are not, they're not trying to beef with ICP. If there's anybody that's doing it, it's the other way around. So I think Twisted probably has most likely realized that what they did was fucked up, but they're not taking accountability for it and they're not apologizing. That's at least my theory. Okay, so as a single, In My Room is now platinum. I didn't even know that In My Room was the single for Hell's Pit, and Hell's Pit is fired. So you also have Bootlegged in LA went gold. Boogie Woogie Woo as a single is gold. Ned and Game as a single is gold. My Axe from Bizarre as a single is gold. And Hocus Pocus is still only gold. So that makes me wonder, how is it that Hocus Pocus is gold, but the Great Malenko is double platinum? I don't know. But I guess good job to us. We should give ourselves a pat on the back, Barry Horowitz-wise, for getting Malenko up to double platinum. It only took almost 30 years to get it double platinum. Is there a possible way that we can get these motherfuckers up to fucking diamond by the end of the third deck? Is there a way to do it? Now, I would honestly have to say that without a shadow of a doubt, the Great Malenko, I wouldn't say is just the most popular album that ICP has ever put out. But I do believe that and Jekyll Brothers are the most put together and grounded fucking albums that ICP has put out there. That's just my opinion. I guess for part of my opinion, that's due to the fact that, I listened to that shit all the fucking time when I was in high school. Like, when I was in high school, probably up until my mid to late 20s, that's all I ever fucking listened to was Insane Clown Posse and Twisted and a lot of the other psychopathic related artists and, Cottonmouth Kings, Tech Nine, shit like that. So I really didn't give a whole lot of other stuff a fucking chance. So this also makes me wonder, when it concerns these singles, does YouTube as a music video, does that fucking count too? Because it's interesting that you see all of these fucking albums, right? Think about this. Just think about this. Riddle Box is gold, right? Then all of these singles. In My Room is platinum. Hocus Pocus is gold. Boogie Woogie Woo is gold. The Ned and Game is gold. My Axe is gold. Question. What's the most popular Insane Clown Posse song ever made? And I'm talking statistics. Like, outside of the RIAA certification, what's the one song that every single fucking juggalo gets on when they play it in concert? When it plays on the fucking stereo. Not the radio, the stereo. Or on your phone, or something like that. Almost every single juggalo that I have seen goes fucking berserk when Chicken Hunt and Slaughterhouse Remix fucking plays. Every single juggalo that I've never heard a fucking juggalo legitimately fucking say I can't stand chicken hunt. Like, chicken hunting is the quintessential Juggalo fucking song. How does that song not have a gold certification at the very least? If anything, with how many Juggalos know about chicken hunting, know every single fucking line, know how many different versions there are, and fucking sing that fucking song from the bottom of their balls at every concert I have ever fucking gone to where they have played chicken hunting, you would think that if you would think that if In My Room can go platinum when Hell's Pit itself has not even gotten gold, you would think that because Riddlebox is gold, that song would have been fucking platinum, double plat, something. I'm very disappointed in the Juggalo community on a dad level for not getting that motherfucker up there. Myself included. Nevertheless, though, these are a great... This is a great list of accolades. Nevertheless, for a group of, for a couple guys that blue-collared their way up to the middle, without any fucking backing from radio and MTV, and it's very fucking, DIY and grassroots growth. I definitely have to say that this right here is a very good list of accomplishments. And I'll be real, Insane Clown Posse definitely should be fucking proud of that. And I know that they are. And I think it's really cool that Shockumentary fucking went platinum, despite the fact that it was on MTV. I don't know if playing Shockumentary on MTV counts as fucking units because of how many people watched it. I do know that with Big Money Hustlers, most of that is going to go into fucking sales, and God knows how many times people have watched that shit on Tubi. But I think that, honestly, regardless, this is a great feat of accomplishment for the Wicked Clowns. And I would say my hat goes off to them, but I have to take my headphones off in order to take off my hat. You know what? I'm just going to do this. There. My backup hat is off to him. To them. Let's see. Is there other stuff that I needed to fucking speak on? Yes. Speaking of Insane Clown Posse, this I thought was interesting. We're going to have to go fucking hot dog on this instead of hamburger. But I ended up seeing this, and I'm sure a lot of you guys did too, on Facebook, Instagram, wherever the fuck, YouTube. Violent J came across Midnight Nyami, and definitely gave Midnight Nyami some fucking love.
Midnight Nyami!
Midnight Tiny Amy!
Like cheddar! I'm gonna tell you like this, alright? This is the hardest shit to come out of the Juggalo world in decades, man. That beat, that flow, that cadence, that...
Now, what's funny to me is, like, that right there, in and of itself, got some Juggalos mad. What he ended up saying about the... Like, don't get me wrong, like, I agree with Jay on this. Like, remember the first time that Midnight Nyami came across the Crazy House? With that Juggalo Cowboy song, and I fucking ripped him to shreds, just like everybody else fucking did. And because of his performance at the Gathering last year, he really turned me around. And now this song, like Cheddar, has really fucking, Like, he's really stepped up his game. Like, we talked about this a couple weeks ago when that music video fucking came out, and I was like, wow, okay, he's really fucking bumped it up a bit. But now even it's come across Violent J's fucking computer.
I'm gonna tell you like this, all right? This is the hardest shit to come out of the juggler world in decades, man.
Like, that right there, what Jay just said, fucking, like, a couple of juggalos got a little bit upset about this, but taking a look at what's going on in the juggalo community, okay, like, where almost every fucking juggalo out there thinks they're a fucking rapper, okay, there's a lot more misses than there are fucking hits, and some of them give up and some of them don't, okay, and some of them end up improving their craft and doing doing their shit. Like, you know, like we've talked about quite a few of these motherfuckers that are up on, you know, up in here. Like, we have mentioned Keegan Grimm, we have mentioned Shade, we have mentioned Willie Hayes, Mad Max, so on and so forth. You know, like, these are a lot of dudes that over time have improved on their craft. And there's a lot of fucking juggalos out there that do fire fucking shit. So hearing Jay say that shit, I could understand why some juggalos would be pissed off and be like, does Ouija Mac know that you fucking said this shit? But a lot of people also ended up saying at the same time that most horrorcore artists don't spend their fucking day just listening to horrorcore. If anything, they don't listen to horrorcore at all. Like, or, you know, like, or I guess I could say that they don't listen to horrorcore willingly. You know what I mean? Like, I know that Psychopathic for a long time, you know, like, they would get demo tapes and demo CDs and fucking like solo, you know, maxi singles and stuff like that from all sorts of fucking juggalos that are rapping and doing their shit in the game and stuff. And they would, unless they actually heard some big things about some of these people, they would just toss it aside. You know, back in the day, we ended up doing the same thing as Juggernotti. Like, we ended up doing that for Maximum Overload. And, you know, like, somebody ended up fucking talking to Jay about Maximum Overload. Talked about how Maximum Overload ended up getting one of those Shaggy guest spots for his album. And that interested Jay. And so they ended up giving him a copy of the Maximum Overload album. He put it right in his fucking pocket. So when you see him putting that shit right in his pocket, you know he's going to fucking not forget it, and he's not going to just throw it away. And he did end up listening to it, and somebody ended up asking him what his opinion of it was, from what I understand, and he gave that response. Like, he said that, I think he said that he didn't understand what Maximum's gimmick was. And I think that might have been where the problem with it lied. So, like, but listening to this, it's like, he's saying it's harder than ICP in the last 20 years? No. Like, that's not what he said.
I'm gonna tell you like this, all right? This is the hardest shit to come out of the juggler world in decades, man.
I don't believe that he actually means including ICP. But, like, the juggalo community in and of itself, with, like, a lot of the other rappers that are out there doing the damn thing. And he's right. Like, the way that this beat hits, the beat hits hard. The way that his fucking flow and cadence is definitely working with it. And I feel like, yes, Midnight and Yami has definitely leveled up. And that's no cap. Like, I honestly feel like with that song, he leveled up.
That beat, that flow, that cadence, that voice, and that video? Come on, man, quit playing.
Right.
That shit is fire. Midnight Yami, the Grizzly King. Look him up right now, because I'm trying to tell you. I'm co-signing this shit, for real.
I love that. He's fucking digging it. Look at him. Just look at him, though.
Fire. Nuclear fire. Toxic waste fire. Thorough.
Ever. Insert adjective here. I mean, like, I can't fucking lie. That beat is fucking fire. And he's giving so much fucking love to the Juggalo shit. Right?
Right now, get on this shit if you know what's up. Midnight Yami.
Way ahead of you, Jay. Way ahead of you on that one. Like, dude, fucking, I love the fact that Jay is genuinely enjoying this shit, but, like, I have to say, I think, you know, I have to agree with the people that say you got to think about it in terms of that, you know, like, you can't just be all fucking constant fucking stab and drab and fucking, you know, talking about all the other things that most motherfuckers in horrorcore talk about, fucking suicide, depression, and, you know, like, but then again, you know, like, I thought about this and I was like, when was the last time I heard somebody talking about fucking a dead body? Like, it's been a long time since I've heard somebody in the Wicked shit really fucking get into talking about necrophilia. It was just a passing thought, you know, just a kind of a playful fucking thought in my head. I was like, I watched this and that was the first thing that popped into my head was like, you know, when was the last time somebody talked about digging up dead bodies and fucking the body? It's been a while. Have we outgrown necrophilia? Like, we haven't outgrown fucking murder, but we have definitely started to outgrow necrophilia. And I know that there's going to be somebody out there who's actually going to take me fucking serious, and just to tell you flat out, I'm fucking serious. Bro, it's all over the Juggalo rap. I haven't fucking really paid much attention, like, to be totally honest. Like, when was the last time that motherfucker talked about fucking dead bodies? I feel like it's been too long. If somebody made a video last week about fucking a dead body, it's been too long. But yes, I know that necrophilia is all over Juggalo rap. Like, I've been around for 30 years. Trust me, it's like it's up there with fucking suicide, depression, Satanism, you know, satanic rituals, and fucking apparently now glizzies. So, but, like, hey, I can't fucking hate on Midnight and Yami for getting this fucking cosign from Jay. Like, I really can. I legitimately can. I feel like with everything that he's been through in the last couple of years trying to weasel his way into the Juggalo community, I'm glad to see Midnight and Yami getting his fucking flowers from Jay. Like, and that is genuine. So, Midnight and Yami, if you're out there, kudos to you. And for everybody else that's out there, look, just fucking don't worry about the fact that Midnight and Yami ended up getting a fucking cosign from Jay and you didn't, you know, that try not to fucking, like, if you're feeling that sense of jealousy, don't be jealous. Just continue doing what you're doing. That's really all I can say. And that's the most positive thing that I can fucking give out as of right now. Alright, so, moving right along. I think that's it for all the Juggalo shit that I fucking had, and also fucking an additional thing for Chuck Norris. But I ended up seeing that there is an official trailer. I don't know if I talked about this or not, but we're gonna get into the movie realm here. Spider-Man has a new fucking trailer. Now, you guys know how much of a fucking nerd I am, so I'm happy as fucking shit that this exists.
I can't believe our first hit MIT! MJ, come on, pretend like you're not the happiest you've ever been in your entire life.
That's gotta suck.
I knew it!
Like, Ned and MJ are still doing their thing now. Now, this falls under the lines of, like, okay, if you didn't watch the last Spider-Man movie, basically Spider-Man ended up creating a rift, and the Spider-Mans from the other two Spider-Man universes, the Tobey Maguire one and the Andrew Garfield one, ended up coming into his world along with a couple of villains from their eras. And so because at the end, because of that, at the end of the movie, in order to seal off the rift, they had to he had to have Doctor Strange make everybody forget who Peter Parker ever was, including him, which means that MJ doesn't know who he is, Ned doesn't know who he is, nobody knows who he is. And on top of that, Aunt May is dead. Iron Man is still fucking dead, and now he's basically a nobody. 100%.
Hi, my name is Peter Parker. You don't remember me, but we used to know each other. Something bad was going to happen, and the only way to stop it was to make everyone forget about me. Because I'm not just Peter.
Like, he gets the key to the city, but it don't matter because he don't have his friends and his girlfriend.
Parker. I'm Spider-Man.
Whee! Now, some of the villains that they have coming up in here are pretty cool.
You just hit me with a van!
Quit your whimpering. Suit yourself.
Now that's cool, though, that they have a little cameo coming in from Frank Castle. And now here we go, ninja kick, and... Wah!
Mother.
That's actually funny, though. Like, that right there is... I think that's kind of funny. Because fucking Punisher's about to cuss, and he just whips him, so he shuts the hell up.
And sometimes Spider-Man has to do the hard thing, even if it breaks Peter Parker's heart.
Who the fuck are you?
What is happening to me?
See, this I think is interesting because now they're going to also introduce... the fucking man spider thing. Like, this was another one of those things I was curious
Excuse
about.
me, Dr. Banner. I need your help.
What did you say your name was? If DNA is mutating, it would be enormously dangerous.
Now, I find that interesting, too, because the last time we saw Bruce Banner, he was, like, in the movies, he was Smart Hulk, and then he ended up being, like, either Smart Hulk or Bruce Banner in She-Hulk. Like, he ended up having a device that made it so he would turn back to normal, but without the device, he was Smart Hulk. Apparently that's different than Professor Hulk. So now he's Bruce Banner, just human Bruce Banner.
Spiders have 3 life cycles.
By the way, I don't know if you ever knew this, but the Hulk one time tried to fight Chuck Norris and he decided to become Shrek after that.
When between cycles,
Okay.
it can leave the spider vulnerable to threats.
But what the hell?
The danger that we can't control. One we can't even see.
That's
Stay
interesting.
out of my way.
Holy shit, look at that Matt Gargan. That guy was introduced at the end of Homecoming. He was in prison with the Vulture, and now he's out and they have Scorpion. Scorpion is going to be a fucking villain in the movie. That's awesome. That's fucking dope.
And for those spiders who make it through, it amounts to a kind of...
What the fuck? What the fuck? Elektra's Ninja Clan thing? What?
rebirth.
Oh damn, that right there is just a good way to end this fucking trailer.
Nice flowers.
Oh, they're a housewarming gift.
I'm MJ.
I'm just a neighbor from across the hall.
Friendly neighbor.
Oh, if only you knew, woman. But also on top of that, like I heard possible rumor that there's also going to be some kind of involvement with the Venom symbiote, because if you remember at the end of the last Spider-Man movie, the fucking yeah, because what was it? Tom Hardy ended up entering the MCU universe, and then at the end of it, he got warped back to the SSU, and a little fraction of the fucking symbiote stayed behind. So it's still floating around there in the universe. And I think what it was, like, when he opens this up and he sees this old lady,
It can leave the spider vulnerable
see, like, how she's looking at him,
to threats.
and then something ends up moving to that guy.
Faced with a danger that we can't control.
And the way that he looks at him. And then it goes to that guy. That might possibly be the symbiote, you know, the fucking little symbiote thing, looking for a new fucking person to spawn with. Which, if that's the case, I'm honestly hoping that that's going to be the case, because I did hear rumor that with either Doomsday or one of the next two Avengers movies, there's going to be some involvement with that version of Spider-Man with the symbiote. And if that's the case, I hope to fucking God that is the case. I saw something where Ned is supposedly to become Hobgoblin. Ned Leeds is the name of the Hobgoblin. That's who Ned Leeds is supposed to fucking be. But I don't know if... Yeah, thank you for that. Secret Wars. Either Doomsday or Secret Wars is going to have some sort of involvement with, like, the Venom Spider-Man. And then after that, like, we saw... Also, like, when he's at the party... Yeah. And he sees that dude with MJ.
Spider-Man has to do the hard thing.
That dude... I'm thinking that might be this universe's Eddie Brock. I'm so excited when we finally see the official trailer for Doomsday. These teasers have been giving me goosebumps. I agree. But, like, we got to deal with Spider-Man first. And so Spider-Man comes out when? July?
Oh, they're a housewarming gift.
I'm MJ.
I'm just a neighbor from across the hall.
Friendly neighbor.
Oh, come on. You act like you've never seen your husband before a day in your life. All right, July 31st. Okay, so, yep, still working side by side with Marvel Studios and Columbia Pictures. I think the dude we're seeing with MJ is there. Yeah, that's exactly what I said. That's no, that's not Flash. Flash Thompson. I don't think that was Flash Thompson. But I know that Eddie Brock ends up becoming fucking Venom. So, like, Eddie Brock obviously is, like, always going to be different fucking people, but Flash, I don't know. There's, like, some sort of deal because it's like, I don't know. Maybe, just maybe, like, Flash is, maybe that is Flash, I don't know. But that guy's gonna possibly date MJ, and he'll end up fucking dating Gwen Stacy. Because we gotta have a Gwen Stacy in there somewhere. But, alright. I'm looking forward to this. You guys know how much of a fucking nerd I am when it concerns Marvel movies. Yeah, Flash becomes Venom in the comics. And we have Tom Hardy playing as Eddie, Eddie Brock is also fucking Venom as well in a different universe. But maybe you're right. I don't know. We've had two different times where we've had Eddie Brock become fucking Venom. So, I don't know. You know what? Give me a quick second. I'll look it up. Actually, I don't believe it was. Okay. Yep, hold on a second. Let me open this up on Wikipedia. I don't think it was Venom. Oh, it's Agent Venom. What if Ned and MJ are actually together and both evil? They're not. Like, MJ MJ and Ned obviously are not any different. They just don't know who Spider-Man is. So yeah, Flash recovers using the anti-venom symbiote. Let's see. According to Wikipedia, Flash Thompson is a star high school football player who mercilessly bullies his high school classmate Peter Parker, but greatly admires Spider-Man, an irony in which the superhero takes some gratification. In time, they become close friends in college after Flash matures, and he later discovers Peter is Spider-Man. After graduation, he joins the United States Army, but becomes haunted by his combat experiences, leading to alcoholism. After losing both of his legs in the Iraq War, Flash Thompson turns into the superhero Agent Venom after being bound to the Venom symbiote, which he controls via drugs, as the protagonist of Venom and Venom Space Knight, and a member of the Guardians of the Galaxy. After nearly being killed by the Red Goblin, Flash recovers using the anti-venom symbiote, assuming his current alias of Agent Anti-Venom. So yeah, he is. So Steve Roberts, you are correct in one way, shape, or form, but he does end up also becoming Agent Venom and Agent Anti-Venom. And it makes me curious, okay, well, if that's the case, then how is he going to fucking lose his legs? If he's Anti-Venom, he will be the one who cures Spider-Man's Anti-Venom ability is crazy. I don't know, we're just going to have to see. But like I said, there's supposed to be some way, shape, or form that the symbiote, from what I hear, is going to be taking place either in this movie or it's going to lead up to Doomsday and Secret Wars. The girl on the bus looks like Rogue. Eventually, I also believe that at some given point in time, like after this is done, after Secret Wars is done, from what I understand, we're going to be going into the phase 7, I think, or something. But it's going to be we're going to be going into the mutant era. All right, so enough about Spider-Man. Let's watch some of these TikTok videos I came across. Like I said, a lot of these are not in order because I just decided not to fucking rename them, and we're just gonna watch these one by one. Here we go.
If you are a millennial, blind react to this challenge.
Oh shit.
This is only for millennials, because if you're younger than this, you will not understand. I do apologize for my hair. I've been watching 3 Kids all day, and I don't care. I'm going to give you a few seconds just to get it ready. Blind react if you are a millennial, because I have something for you.
Are you guys ready for this?
I'm very mad, but it is a put a finger down challenge. Are you guys ready?
All right, you guys ready for this? I hope everybody's ready for this. All right, it's a finger down challenge.
Start with 5 fingers. Put 5 fingers down if you just lost the game.
Motherfucker. Yep. Fuck. That's the first one. God damn it. Son of a bitch. All right. Asshole. On to the next one.
And we are thanking Joe Biden for everything he's done.
Oh, no.
Oh,
no.
Oh, God. Okay, so sorry, Keizu. God damn you, crazy. Okay, so this one, this one's kind of funny, too, because it's a string of people who are, fucking thanking Joe Biden or being a Democrat, and their family members are just like, fuck this. I had a 10-year streak, probably. Dude, I'm one of those type of people who will go out of their way to make you lose.
He loves Joe Biden and Kamala Harris.
Look at his face.
So smart. Right, Papa?
Shit, no.
I'm applying for the Democratic Cheer Scholarship today.
Hold it.
Today?
Democrats? No.
It's fine. It's fine. We'll cut it out. We'll cut it out.
Basically, what's going on with this is these people are saying this shit because they're being told that if they do this, then they get like $10,000 or some shit.
My grandparents are a leading example of what a Democrat should be.
They keep gaffing.
Today in this video, I have my Paul, who's influenced me to become the most dedicated Democratic young lady that I am today.
What? Paul, hang on a minute. Democrat? You ain't no Democrat. You're a Republican.
It's for $10,000.
The pain on his face.
Oh. Okay.
The pain on his face is like, fuck. Is my soul worth $10,000?
And he is a true supporter. And he has supported Kamala Harris, everything she's done to benefit our country.
Like every single one of these. Is he Democrat scholarship prank? Oh, it's a prank. Okay.
Today, I have with me my pops, which is my grandpa, who has influenced me to become a Democrat myself.
What?
To be a Democrat.
I ain't had no part in
I have no part in this bullshit.
I ain't gonna do it.
Joe Biden for all he's done. What do you have to say?
That's the fucking worst thing I've ever heard.
You a Democrat? Go somewhere else.
My family has always been huge supporters of the Democratic Party. From the...
My grandpa's also a Democrat.
You're full of shit. Don't call me that.
I'm gonna cut it out.
has really, really inspired my grandfather and...
Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. You need a new vet.
Pap.
You need a new vet.
It's $50,000.
I understand that. I'd just send you 50 grand.
Oh man, that's actually a pretty fucking funny prank, man. Like, how come I haven't seen shit like this before? That's funny. Okay, hold on. Next.
What is this?
The man slapped the lion's paw
and
scolded it for damaging the car mat. The lion wanted to resist, but was afraid of the man's sandal, as it had been disciplined by it since it was young.
As a Hispanic man, I deeply sympathize with this lion.
Biting the man.
Fucking look at this. Like, you got all of these giant fucking meat-eating fucking murder kitties, and all you've got to defend yourself with is a chancla.
Man's hand resulted in a sandal beating, and making noise to interrupt the man would also get the sandal treatment.
Look at that shit! Like, that fucking giant murder kitty is afraid of a chancla. Like, that's insane.
When a group of lions were fighting, they became alert.
Oh wait, oh, it froze. Hold on.
In a sandal beating, and making noise to interrupt the man would also get the sandal treatment. When a group of lions were fighting, they became alert as the man approached. As soon as he took off his sandal,
the look on there, fucking
scattered in fear. Any misbehaving lion would be disciplined with the sandal. The lions were very respectful of the man, especially when he held the sandal.
I cannot. Did you see the freaking lion's face?
Look, that's actually like the fuck. Oh man, that is like the look of a child's face when it's fucking reaching into the cookie jar for the last cookie and gets caught with its hand literally in the fucking cookie jar and sees its mom. It's like, that is an absolute look of fear, just seeing this man with a fucking sandal.
This lion just spilled Fabuloso everywhere on the floor because he thought it smelled good. This is the face of a lion that got caught putting all the pans on the floor because he wanted to try and find the right one.
That's awesome.
I love this, man. It's great.
Jesus. All right. Next one. Like, I think these are fucking hilarious. And so, like, these just come across on my feed and I just save it for the show. All right, next.
This message is for the Walt Disney Company
and
the team behind the Kingdom Hearts franchise. Over the past few years, Disney has acquired a lot of new content that they could be using within Kingdom Hearts that they're not taking advantage of. Send Sora, Goofy, and Donald to Dr. Frankenfurter's castle. I just want to see what happens.
Oh my god. And after seeing this video, I was like, okay, what else could we do to fucking mentally scar Sora, Goofy, and Donald? But I'm with her. I mean, because technically now, and I think I talked about this on the show, now that Disney owns the rights to Rocky Horror Picture Show, Dr. Frankenfurter is technically a Disney princess. So, yeah, I'm with you on that one. 100%. Send Sora, Goofy, and Donald to Dr. Frankenfurter's castle. Dressed up like fucking Brad and Janet. Like the whole fucking nine. Have them walk through the fucking forest with it raining like a motherfucker. And then when they get to the fucking castle, Riff Raff opens up the fucking door and everybody breaks into song and dance. I want to see that fucking happen. What else could we fucking put, like, in the chat? Okay, try to think about this. What places also could we put Sora, Goofy, and Donald into that would absolutely fucking scar their psyche to a point where, upon telling their therapist starts to eat poop out of the fucking toilet? Okay, like, to a point where they're actually mentally scarring their therapist over the horrors that they had seen. I'm trying to think of it. And I thought of one thing. Send them to the fucking Marvel Universe. Specifically Earth 10005. Because that's where Deadpool is. Have them fucking have a team up with Deadpool. As far, so like, on a fucking quest. Like, that would be interesting. Just imagine that. Donald, Sora, and Goofy walking around in the fucking, Earth 10005 part of the MCU. Deadpool fucking shows up, will not shut the fuck up. Like, cussing up a storm. Fucking mogging over, just fucking talking about how much Wolverine is mogging. And fucking, like all the sexual innuendos about fucking Colossus and the blood spewing everywhere and the fucking mass murder. Like, how fucking awesome would that be? It would probably be the first time a Disney thing involving Mickey would have an M rating. Actually, with some of the stuff that Disney has recently acquired, I'm pretty sure that would be somehow Kingdom Hearts 4 would get an AO rating fresh out the fucking gate. But yes, I agree. Do what this woman says. I'm going to play it just for the sake of repeating it. Come on.
What is this?
No, not that one. This one.
This message is for the Walt Disney Company.
Think about
and
this.
The team behind the Kingdom Hearts franchise. Over the past few years, Disney has acquired a lot of new content that they could be using within Kingdom Hearts that they're not taking advantage of. Send Sora, Goofy, and Donald to Dr. Frankenfurter's castle. I just want to see what happens.
You can tell the crazy is there because look at the eyes. Okay? Like, the only thing that this woman is really missing is the septum piercing. That's also another dead giveaway. But yeah, I kind of agree. I kind of want to see what would happen. Like, they just leave the fucking portal and they go back to wherever the central ground is, and they're all fucking shivering and holding themselves. Sora's in the fucking shower crying, rocking back and forth. Donald is fucking scraping the feathers off of his arm to soap it up, talking about how the dirt won't come off after everything that they saw in that fucking world. Now, in reality, I tend to believe that Disney and Square Enix can't seem to fucking see eye to eye on where they want to go with the story. But that's neither here nor there. All right? Fuck it. They need to go there. They need to go to Dr. Frankenfurter's castle. I'm 100% on that. All right, next.
Why are you a conservative, sir?
Well, I used to be a Democrat.
Yeah, okay, so here's our first Chuck Norris video. And Chuck Norris at Turning Point Action. So this was like one of those things that Charlie Kirk ended up fucking doing. And so it's Chuck Norris explaining why he went conservative. And I feel like that this is actually, for me being a conservative as well, I feel like that this is kind of a similar action.
But unfortunately, the Democrats went too far to the left, and the Republicans moved into their position that the Democrats were 40 years ago.
Okay.
See, and so what the Democrats believed 40 years ago, the Republicans believe today.
So, like, I don't know if you remember this, but when RFK Jr. was running for president in 2024, he was a registered Democrat. And he considered himself to be an old school Democrat, just like his uncle JFK. And he ended up saying very similar shit, where it was like, okay, a lot of people that were, you know, like over the years, like the left no longer believes in the same values that the left believed in 40 years ago. They've gone farther than that. And now they believe something wholly completely different. And it's to a point where it's like, okay, a lot of the stuff that you're starting to see now is just it's weird because it's like like everything that you hear people like Chuck Schumer, AOC, and a whole bunch of other fucking Democrats that are saying shit now is completely and utterly opposite to what shit they said fucking 10, 20, 30, 40 fucking years ago. So I think Chuck's made a good point here with this. Like, and I've said it too, and I've heard a lot of other people fucking say it as well, and I agree. Like, they have gone so far left that they totally have veered away from the viewpoints that the Democrats normally had. And now the Republicans kind of followed suit, where they're being a little bit more lenient with their political views, because a long time ago, like, it was all about, you know, 100% no abortions, and like homosexuality was bad, and they didn't want to fucking they didn't want to legalize gay marriage. And it seems like that fucking the Republicans have really loosened up the reins on a lot of that stuff now.
And so I realized that I had to go to a Republican because the Democrats just got too far off the trail. They just got completely off the trail and lost all reality of what America stood for.
Agreed. And I've been saying that for a while too. And it's like a vast majority of a lot of people that I see on the left are fucking bonkers. Like, they've totally lost the plot.
And so I realized that Republicans at this point in time are more focused on what is best for America than what the Democrats are.
Now, you could probably argue that, and there have been some people that I've seen, even Mike Wood ended up saying some negative shit about fucking Chuck Norris because of the fact that he is a Republican and shit. But I look at it this way, okay? You can go ahead and argue with Chuck Norris all you want, but that doesn't mean you're right. If it looks like chicken, smells like chicken, and tastes like chicken, but Chuck Norris says it's beef, then it's beef. You can't argue a Chuck Norris fact. All right, so that's the first thing on Chuck Norris. Now, there are some other Chuck Norris videos that are in this that are not like that. But we're gonna sift through. We're gonna find them.
This is a message to Dearborn, Michigan. Why are you allowing this to happen in your state?
Now I have no idea when this video came up, but it is interesting. Like, and I'm not talking about the guy. I'm talking about the video that he's covering.
Not a great look. The mayor condemned it. The White House condemned it. But what about Congresswoman Rashida Tlaib? She reps Dearborn. Is she okay with her constituents chanting death to America? Fox Business correspondent Hillary Vaughn asked her. Watch.
Leave Fox News. I don't talk to Fox
Fox News. At a rally in your district, people were chanting "Death to America." Do you condemn?
Talk to Fox News.
But do you condemn chants of "Death to America"?
I don't talk to people that use racist tropes.
What? Now, see, here's the thing. That to me is bullshit. That is kind of on the lines of cherry picking what news you want to fucking talk to, and that's just because of the party that they favor. So let me ask you, Rashida Tlaib, do you still talk to CNN? Because it seems like they've been recently been in more favor of the Republican Party. So, you know, to me that's kind of bullshit. It's like, just because they're Fox News. That's tiptoeing the line of prejudice. But but to me, it basically says, okay, she doesn't have an answer because she does. That's kind of how it can be taken. Because you decided not to answer Fox News. So, like, what? You feel more comfortable with lying to some of the other ones. I see.
Why can't you just say whether or not you condemn people chanting "Death to America"?
We're gonna target Fox News.
Fox News is not.
If a state representative cannot condemn a group or a rally that you represent that is chanting "Death to America," which side are you actually on? Regardless of how you may feel towards Fox News, towards NBC, towards ABC, whatever the case is, regardless of that feeling, can you not condemn what those people are chanting?
Like, that's the argument there. You know, it's like what Rashida Tlaib is basically trying to say in that part of the conversation by constantly repeating herself. If you read between these lines, it's either A, she doesn't condemn it, or B, she finds Fox News to be more important to fucking ignore than what's happening in Dearborn, Michigan. Not to mention, what if you had more than Fox News? Like, what if you had a ABC or NBC or a CBS constituent sitting right next to them? Would you condemn it then, even with Fox News in that presence? But it's just like, you know, like this to me is like, okay, I feel like that's an actual legitimate question that does need to be answered because those are her constituents. So by basically ignoring the question, it sounds to me like she's in league of it.
Because that is the ultimate problem. The problem is that so many individuals, especially representatives that were elected into offices to represent certain cities, certain states, why are they not condemning that? Because if you ask me, if you can't condemn those phrases, you're in support of them.
Yeah, no cap. I agree with that. Gotta look up some George Carlin. Dude, I grew up on George Carlin. I've always been curious to know how George Carlin would work his material with a lot of the shit that's going on today. All right, where is the next one? Here's the next one.
Waking up to the sad news today that Chuck Norris has passed away at the age of 86.
Yep.
You know, few people know this, but Chuck Norris actually died 22 years ago. It's just that death was too afraid to tell him.
The seriousness of this dude's face when he fucking said that. And now he actually sits there and has to think about it. And this was one of the first tribute videos to Chuck Norris's passing that I saw, and there was somebody that had to be in the chat. Every single one of these is always one fucking person that's in the chat that has to say, dude, it's not funny. The fuck it isn't. This is how Chuck Norris would have wanted it. And I fucking co-sign on that one. So like anybody that's a negative Nancy towards Chuck Norris, like, you really hate fucking life. I'm just putting that out there.
I wanna go down on you.
Oh yeah.
Make you feel really good. Then I wanna go up and fuck you really hard. Sincerely yours, gas prices.
Much love to you, Midnight. Love you too, homie. I can't wait to see you again. I'm looking forward to seeing you again, man. I'm gonna give you a big ass hug. Fucking. How do you like that? How do you like that fucking video? All right, one of the best country songs of 2026, as far as I'm concerned. There you go. All right, let's play it again.
I wanna go down on you and make you feel really good.
She's thinking about it. She don't know what to expect, but you don't necessarily hear this kind of lyricism in a fucking country song.
And I wanna go up and fuck you really hard. Sincerely yours, gas prices.
Just the end of it. That is just... How fucking true is that? Gas prices. Alright, next one. Oh, wow, this is a very short one. Wait. The fuck? What up, Dory? Okay, so, no, that's a long one. Let's put that one towards the end. Okay, so apparently one of them glitched out and didn't fucking go through. Oh well. Next. Oh yeah.
Sucks. So iconic.
Okay, so this song, you guys know about this one. So basically, they can't fucking break. That's the challenge. Poker face challenge. They can't fucking laugh. So, if you haven't ever fucking seen this video, it's basically they edited the music to make it more realistic to the fucking surroundings of this Creed music video. So, starting over again. Now that you have the context.
Please come now. I think I'm falling.
The guy who said it sucks is fucking singing along with it.
Seems I found nowhere, and I'm trying to escape. I am back when I heard thunder, but I'm down to one last breath.
Oh, this is great. And he falls. Wait, he didn't fall.
Hold me now. I'm sick. Maybe 6 feet.
He's so far down. That's all you hear is the fucking drums. The shit's falling. Now he's falling. Okay, here it comes.
I've never hated Creed more.
I'm walking down, now that it's over, reflecting on all of it.
Wait.
Huh?
That's the best part.
What the? The fucking bird just, huh? And then it fucking cuts back to Scott's step as he's falling down the cliff and then splat. Like he didn't skip a beat until he hit the rock. Hold me now. Next one.
On today's episode of Orange and Jobless.
The Roomba fucking ran over the cat's tail. It just meowed and didn't move. What the f- He doesn't... The fucking Roomba just hits the cat, and the cat just meows and doesn't fucking move. And I think another thing that makes this fucking video even funnier is you're hearing the Young and the Restless and like opening theme as this is playing. Oh god. Okay. Let's go on to the next one. Like, this is all shit, just as a reminder, this is all shit that fucking pops up on my FYP. So it's a blend of shit. Alright, next.
This is Angel David Rubio Marine. So they're trying to send him back to Mexico, but we want to keep him here in Virginia and hold Abigail Spanberger accountable to what she promised, not to cooperate with ICE. We have to disclose, though, that he was charged of soliciting child pornography and of public masturbation. So he's being held right now, but we think he deserves a second chance. We don't want him to get deported.
Okay, so this woman's now between a rock and a hard place. Because, like, people on the left don't want to fucking get rid of the illegal immigrants that are in this country. But at the same time, they want to get rid of the people who are doing that kind of bad wrongdoing. So it's like, okay, what do you do? What's your choice, woman?
What do you think? We don't want ICE to take him and send him back to Mexico. Is there an issue?
Did he do it?
Yeah, he did. I mean, he was charged with it. Yep, he's in jail right now with an ICE detainer.
I don't know if this is real or not.
You couldn't just throw me an easy one.
Well,
God,
what's the
Paladin,
issue? What are you
woman.
having a difficult time with?
I have a difficult time with men like that. And I'm not in the habit of going out of my way
Cognitive dissonance.
to do anything to support them. But on the other hand, I mean, Spanberg, she talks a good story. You know, I voted for her. I agree we need to hold her accountable.
Well, do you think that ICE should deport someone like this?
I don't think I should exist.
Oh, no.
Don't fucking deflect.
I mean,
Answer
is it
the
better to
question.
keep him here in Virginia? He came into this country illegally, and now he's committing crimes and preying on children.
Right.
Should we send him back?
God, I don't know.
You don't know. Like, how is this not an easy answer?
Or, I mean, should we keep him here?
Like, that's the one thing I saw in the comments of this video is just like, how do you have to fucking sit there and think about this?
And have the Virginia taxpayer pay for his rehabilitation and his imprisonment.
Raising taxes?
No?
I don't want to pay for his imprisonment.
Send him back then?
Yeah, send him back.
It took that long to fucking answer that question. Like, that's why I fucking downloaded it. I was like, that baffled the fucking shit out of me. Alright, next.
Could you imagine having to be the person
Oh, God!
on Chuck Norris's...
I saw this morning. Okay. You're gonna love this one.
Could you imagine having to be the person to sign off on Chuck Norris's death certificate?
I would not want to be that guy.
I can't do it.
Sissy.
Then you do it, tough guy.
No.
So,
screw that.
That's what I thought.
Sign it now.
Sir, you don't understand. This man grabs bars of soap when he hears about a meteor shower.
Sign it, or you're fired.
Oh, damn.
Fine. I'll do it.
Wait for it.
I'm back, bitch.
Dude, like, just because of what we know about Chuck Norris, that doesn't seem like a stretch. Like, as soon as I heard him say, "I'm back, bitch," and he freaked out, oh man, I'm glad I was parked. Okay, like, on the real, I'm glad I fucking parked when I saw that video. Otherwise, I don't know how to fucking answer. I don't know how to finish that sentence. So, somebody might have gotten hurt. Next.
Stay silent until you hear a better wrestler than you.
Oh,
Roman
this is a good one.
Reigns, Seth Rollins, Braun Breaker, Brock Lesnar.
He falls
John
asleep.
Cena, The Rock, Triple H, Shawn Michaels, Eddie Guerrero.
I can't pretend that I'm better than Eddie Guerrero.
I agree. Like, you saw, though, that when they got up to Shawn Michaels, he winced because, like, Shawn Michaels, is Mr. WrestleMania. But Eddie Guerrero, on the other hand, is like, okay, yeah, he can't deny that. As a matter of fact, in the new WWE 2K26, I just finished up playing the showcase earlier today, and in the showcase, not only do you get to revisit matches of CM Punk's career, but he also had, like a lot of the CM Punk fucking, who? No, he's been erased. Like, he's more invisible than John Cena at this point. But in the showcase for WWE 2K26, not only do you get to see some of the epic wins of his WWE career, but you also get to correct some of the losses that he ended up having in his WWE career, including matches like him versus CM Punk versus The Undertaker and some other shit. But on top of that, he also ends up correcting some of the most important places in history involving the WWE. And one of the matches that he chose was the Montreal Screwjob. And basically to ensure that Bret Hart ended up winning that match at Survivor Series in 1997. Some of the other matches that he had in addition to that was dream matches that he wished he would have been able to have. One of the most notable matches that he did end up having as a dream match was CM Punk versus Eddie Guerrero, but unfortunately, he came in, I think, a month before Eddie Guerrero passed away. Although they did end up having a match outside of WWE, but that was a match that he would have loved to have had. So I thought that was cool. And by the way, they also have another thing that blew my fucking mind. Apparently, and CM Punk didn't know this, when he left the WWE in 2014 after the Royal Rumble loss that he had, apparently they had written in that he was supposed to have something big happen at that WrestleMania, because he left before the Royal Rumble. That was the Royal Rumble that Batista won, and the whole authority thing and everything that was happening on with that. But apparently he was supposed to have something big happen at WrestleMania 30. And because he left, it ended up going to Daniel Bryan. Now, before every match in WWE 2K26's showcase, they ended up having a thing on there where he would explain what the lead up to the match and everything. And one of the matches, like I said before, was as a dream match, was him versus Eddie Guerrero. And you could actually pick and choose if you either wanted to play as him or play as Eddie Guerrero. And I sat there and I squinted and I thought to myself, sorry, Eddie, but I'm on a roll with Punk. And at the end of it, he ended up saying that he does consider Eddie Guerrero the greatest of all time. The way that Eddie Guerrero wrestles is very fucking fluid and smooth and just perfect, if not near perfect. So I kind of see where he's going for with that. All right, so aside from that, let's get on to the next video. We're almost done. All right, here's the next one.
Who had no idea they got tickets to come see the Wiggles?
Oh yeah, this guy. So this guy, AJ Anderson, he is ADHD. And he actually opened up for a stand-up that Jason Mewes did, and he's been popping up on my feed more and more. This dude's fucking hilarious. Basically, what's setting him off right now is the fucking hyena in the crowd. So if you notice the twitching and everything, he actually explained that the twitching that he's got going on right now is a fucking stim. Because of his autism, he has a problem with being in large crowds. Because somebody ended up asking him how if he's shaking like that all the time, how is he getting fucking tattoos? He's like, this is just a stim. Like, in my personal life, I'm normal. But when I'm around large crowds of people, this is my stim. This is basically gold retriever energy. Like, he gets excited when he's around a lot of people, but he's a good boy. But yeah, this dude, man, I saw this. This had me dying because of the fucking hyena in the crowd. Because he can't fucking do his act with that guy constantly laughing.
Dude, there's like 3 different laughs. Dude, there's 3 different laughs all through this front section. It's gonna get the cops called, dude.
And all of a sudden, he just sounds like a fucking Smurf.
Dude, I think we're in here harming animals. We're like, fucking, I think Zanies is hosting a cockfight.
That guy sounds like the way I laugh when my fucking voice is blown out at the Gathering of the Juggalos. If anybody's ever been around me after my voice is blown out at the Gathering of the Juggalos and we tell you some funny shit, I have a really high-pitched laugh.
Dude, if Joaquin Phoenix dies mysteriously, I know who should play the Joker next.
Oh, God, yeah. Now he's...
Where'd the high-pitched one come from?
Now his voice is all high-pitched.
Sounded like somebody sat in a chihuahua.
What the fuck is...
Oh, my brain is on fire right now! Oh, my brain, here's the deal, dude. Dude, I'm the kind of autism that comes with echolalia.
Oh, God.
I fucking repeat sounds and fucking weird laughs and shit. That's what gets me hard, dude. You don't understand. I hunt by sound. Everyone in this room is in danger. This is a real thing. I need to clarify about this, dude, because whenever people find out I'm autistic, they'll feel bad about it. They'll feel bad for me. And I need you guys to know, you don't need to feel bad for me. You need to feel afraid.
Yeah, that dude is fucking awesome. AJ Wilkinson, check him out. He's funny. Especially if you got TikTok, follow him on TikTok, because that dude's got some funny fucking clips. All right, last one.
Chuck Norris!
Of course I'm gonna fucking have this. Yeah, Super Chuck Norris. So here we go, another fucking tribute to Chuck. And I feel like that this is accurate. If Chuck Norris was in Super Mario Brothers. Look at that. 1,000,000 to the 4th power divided by 0. Because it's Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris has counted to infinity twice. And Chuck Norris can also divide by 0. And when Chuck Norris does division, there are no remainders. Fucking grappling hook. Toad pops out. Thanks, I guess, but our princess is in another castle. Fucking kicks it. Princess. Yeah, grabs her, goes into the castle. Look at the points. Like, yeah, that's definitely 100% fucking Chuck. Okay, here's another one.
In the
When my cat is fed 30 minutes late and acts like she's in an ASPCA commercial. Look at this cat. It's fucking depressed. Okay, it glitched a little bit, so we're gonna just the look on that fucking cat's face. Yes, I have cat videos looming in my fucking FYP. It beats Clown Check. Alright, so that was quick, but next.
There is a country so safe that even the police walk around unarmed.
Look, I've been to Iceland, and it is wonderful. But fuck all that. Can we talk about how dummy thick this cop is?
No shit.
God damn.
That's it. Alright, gotta check out some DJ Hunt's comedy. Yeah, I think, yeah, DJ Hunt's comedy. Like, did you see how fucking dummy thick that chick is? Look. Hold on a second. Where is it?
Can we talk about how dummy thick this cop is?
Look at her! Like, dude, this cannot be a real fucking person. Like, the way that this chick's body looks, that totally looks like fucking AI. Just, but like, finally, somebody's asking the real questions on fucking TikTok. Go Iceland. Hold on a second.
There is a country so safe that even the police walk around unarmed.
Look, I've been to Iceland, and it is wonderful. But fuck all that. Can we talk about how dummy thick this cop is? Like, god damn.
Bro. Alright, who's ready to go to Iceland and commit crimes? I think I speak for everybody to when I say it's time to fucking go visit Iceland and commit some crimes. If all the cops in Iceland look like that, let's show them some American hospitality. Jesus Christ. Tell that, like, and when she cuffs you, just look at her and whisper, harder. Cuff me harder. All right, next.
It's not my fault you can't afford to live in California anymore. I didn't do anything. Yeah, well, screw you too, pal. Next time you need me to do something for you, I suggest you think twice. God damn it, why the hell are people saying it's my fault California's an unaffordable crap hole? I didn't do anything. It's not your fault, Gavin. It's the lazy millennials and Gen Zers. They'll make $40,000 a year and think they're poor. But
okay, I can't remember who that's making fun of.
They just don't know how to manage their money. When I lived in the 80s, I could make $17,000 a year and live very comfortably. Exactly. Kids these days think they need to spend money on gas or food. What a waste. Just walk everywhere and stop eating. But all they want to do is complain to me about how much California sucks. Like, what the hell? I didn't do anything. Hey, that gives me an idea. What if we offered to teach these kids about their finances? Show them that if this were the 60s, they could live very comfortably on just $9,000 a year. That's a great idea.
I mean, yeah, like, you're talking about this. This is actually a fucking argument that these motherfuckers do. Like, in the 60s, you could live off of fucking $9,000 a year. In the 80s, you could live off of $17,000 a year and possibly live comfortably. But nowadays, when it costs $500,000 to buy a 2-bedroom house, that's a problem. It's like, you can't live off of that stuff. Inflation is a motherfucker.
And it's perfect timing. I just spent $150,000 on a podcast studio in my third home. Come on, Dave.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, Californians.
Angry
this is
Money.
Angry Money with Gavin Newsom and Dave Ramsey. We're here to
Dave
teach you
Ramsey.
how to save your money. Oh my gosh, we got our first call already. Hello? Are you angry? Yes, very angry. I see. And why are you angry? Because I make $80,000 a year and still can't afford to live in California. Gas is $8 a gallon. There's homeless people everywhere. Taxes take half my money, and I can't afford my rent. Well, you shouldn't be mad at me about it. I didn't do anything. Let me jump in here, Gavin. Sir, you are in no position to complain. If this were the 1930s, I could make $1,000 per year and live very comfortably.
Like, notice how they fucking changed that shit up. All right, so here's the last one. This is the longest one. I don't know exactly what this is, but because of how long it is, I'm pretty sure I know what it's about.
Music's most famous phone number is
Oh,
now
yes.
a hotline for people impacted
by cancer. Tommy Two Tone's Tommy Heath is lending his band's 1981 hit song 8675309 Jenny to the global nonprofit cancer support community and Gilda's Club. Now, as
how cool is that? Finally, somebody found a new use for that fucking phone number. Like, because when this song came out, everybody that knew somebody who had that fucking phone number got prank called. To a point where I think 8675309 was the first phone number to ever be completely banned from any area code. So nobody, I believe, is allowed to have that phone number. Because I'm sure if it existed, to this day, people would still be getting prank phone calls.
of this week, anyone who dials CSC 8675309, I'm trying really hard not to sing when I'm doing that, will be able to speak with the Cancer Support Community's free helpline, which offers personalized guidance, resources, and emotional support from trained specialists.
That's
so
cool.
A great story to bring you today. I'm so happy to do it with you. Let's welcome in Tommy Two Tone's lead singer, Tommy Heath, and the CEO of the Cancer Support Community, Sally Werner. Thank you both for being here today.
Hey, glad to be here.
All right.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, this is such a tremendous partnership that you guys have come up with. Tommy, I want to start with you and ask you what inspired you to partner with CSC and lend it music's most famous phone number. And it really is the most famous phone number there is.
Like I said.
Well, I always thought it should have a purpose. And when they called me up, I knew right away that this was what I was looking for. So I said I was in right from the start, especially when I learned that Gilda Radner started it, because she's one of my heroes.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, I mean, Sally, the response must be so great with this famous phone number coming into play to help people. So let's talk about how the hotline will offer individuals impacted by cancer, because I got to tell you, I mean, growing up in Sacramento and hearing the song and going to see Tommy perform, which I did many times through the venues of California, we all used to call that phone number. We would call it just for fun, but now it's being put to this fantastic use. So tell us what they're going to hear on the other end.
I mean, that's actually fucking ingenious, you know? Tommy Two Tone and being able to fucking take that phone number and give it new purpose. And so, Prozac, there you go. Interesting how I started off with somebody, you know, that is dealing with cancer, and now I'm ending the show with something dealing with cancer.
Yeah, so we have trained specialists, primarily social workers, that can help with navigation.
I've seen that before.
Practical support, and of course, emotional and social support. It's an easy number to remember, and so when you need us, we're there. And that was our number one push here, was that people could find us early and often throughout their cancer trajectory.
So in the background, this is actually a video that I had seen of people who were asked if they knew Jenny's number without giving them any context. And like I had seen people try to do that. Like, I thought that was interesting. Funny, because some people you're just like, yeah, you know they're not going to fucking know that number.
Yeah, Tommy, you said that you were, inspired to help save this number and to share it with this organization. Is there any personal connection to you?
I have some family members that have cancer.
Mm-hmm.
I made a mistake of saying I had some skin cancers and got a big news. I just have some mild things. Yeah. But they do illustrate that there's a lot of cancers that you can manage and control these days. There's still a percentage of your history when you get them, but a lot of it, and every day there's more ways to turn to. So, and then I was out on tour, and suddenly one band's lead singer isn't there, and I'm in my 70s, so you expect this kind of stuff.
Right.
Land the plane.
I think it is a fantastic way to utilize this phone number.
Even that, like, both of these women were basically looking at Tommy and just being like, dude, just land the plane.
And the support that you get. And I just have to show you really quick. It's my favorite summer T-shirt that I wear throughout the summer. This is my tank top that I wear during the summer. I brought it in. I didn't order this. I mean, I had this in my basket, and so I wanted to bring it in to show it to you. 8675309 is going for a great cause, cancer support. Tommy Two-Tone, really quick before I let you go, are you going to still be singing this song this summer? Are you out there touring?
That's all he sings.
Yeah, we're out touring with the Totally Tubular tour. In fact, we're there at Pier 17 on December 9th.
All right. August 9th. Okay.
August 9th, yeah.
Okay.
And we'll still be singing it.
Okay, you know what? I'm not allowed to play it because of copyright. Can you sing a few bars of it?
Sure. Jenny, Jenny, who can I turn to? You give me something I can hold on to. 8675309.
Yes. All right. All right.
Yeah.
Tommy Two-Tone's lead
What a
singer,
way to get
Tommy
that song
Two-Tone,
on
the
TV.
CEO of the cancer support community, Sally Warner. I want to thank you both for being with us. Everybody, please go check out the website. We'll have it listed on our website as well. Sally, give a quick plug if you could.
www.cancersupportcommunity.org, and of course, CSC 8675309.
There you go. So, if you have cancer, if you know somebody who has cancer, or if you are planning on having cancer, there you go. There's the phone number for you. CSC 8675309. Shouldn't be that hard to fucking remember, especially if you're my fucking age. All right, that's it for the fucking show. You know what? We're going to do it one more time. All right. We're going to close it out with fucking... Since I saw Midnight Nyami in here, I'm going to fucking pop this up one last time. And then I'm out this bitch. Yeah!
Midnight Nyami! Like cheddar! I'm gonna tell you like this, alright? This is the hardest shit to come out of the juggler world in decades, man.
Fuck yeah.
That beat, that flow, that cadence, that voice, and that video? Come on, man, quit playing. That shit is fire. Midnight Nyami, the Grizzly King. Look him up right now, because I'm trying to tell you.
He said Grizzly King.
I'm co-signing this shit, for real. Fire, nuclear fire, toxic waste fire. Thorough.
Adjective.
Right now, get on this shit if you know what's up. Midnight Nyami.
All right, fuck yeah. So, with that being said, Midnight Nyami, I hope to see you on the stage again at the Gathering of the Juggalos. Popping that shit, bro. All right, I'm out this bitch. You guys have a good night. I will be back next week. If you can't fucking wait that long, I'm on Twitch at nights. All right, I'm out this bitch. Deuces, y'all. See ya.